let's talk about this budget thing, and let's go a little more in detail about budgeting because
Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to be broke even though they have a good job?
No way!
Why is it that so many millionaire athletes go bankrupt as soon as they retire? The truth is, there are a lot of ways to make money, but not everyone uses the money they make wisely.
there's signs you need to overhaul your budget. Now, I'm gonna give you 5 signs on when you need to overhaul your budget because at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about every single penny on your budget, but you need to worry about if your budget is not working and what you need to look out for.
What is a budget? Okay, I'm just gonna come right out with it. A budget is a plan for your money, plain and simple. It is a plan for everything coming in, which is your income, and everything going out, which is your expenses.
So, I'm not a financial expert, but I am a millionaire and I built it from the ground up. So, it's not like I don't have experience with budgeting and everything else like that. So, it's best if you understand my situation. I'm not a financial advisor, so please talk to one, but I can give you 5 signs that your budget will need an overhaul.
The worst thing you can probably do in the world today is save money. I mean, to just sit on money is the most foolish thing a person does. Only poor people save money. Poor people will say,
Number 1, you're constantly feeling stressed about money.
Tell us your biggest money mistake you've ever made.
Biggest money mistake would have to be the investment in the solar panels.
Oh, what'd you spend on the solar panels?
It's 36,000
On a loan?
even. Yeah,
Nothing down.
nothing down.
I would say buying a brand new car.
Ooh, what was it?
Now, if you're constantly stressed about money, are you constantly worried about money, or are experiencing sleeplessness, anxiety over your finances, and is money a constant source of tension in your relationship? Now, if you answer all those questions and you have an issue with all that, that's a sign you need to overhaul your budget. That's number 1, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be stressed out about your finance if you have a budget because it's already planned out. If something happens, it happens, and that's why you have emergency funds for those situations. So if you budget it all, it should all be autopilot and you should be able to enjoy your life.
Have $3,000 come in and you have planned to spend $3,000 exactly, and you spend it exactly as you had planned, you're not going to have a crisis, agreed?
Yeah.
But what's happening is that some friend calls and goes, let's go out for drinks.
You understand the budget is the constraint you put on yourself. If you're not making enough money, then that's another issue. But if you're on a budget and you aren't making enough, that's where you find out, hey, I need to find another job. Or, hey, I'm spending too much money. This is where you find in a budget. So you answer all those questions and you're worried about money. At the end of the day, we're in the modern ages and everything can be put on auto pay. You don't even need to see it, and you can pay all your bills and be stress free and have a budget set aside for fun. And once you run out of that fun money, then you just sit at home and just watch TV and do nothing. But at the end of the day, you need to understand you have to budget and not stress out about it, because if you're stressing out about it, that means your budget is not on point and you aren't either making enough or you're spending too much still. And this is why you need to overhaul your budget. Number 2, your savings are stagnating or dwindling. So if you ask yourself, have you been unable to save for your financial goals? Are you constantly dipping into your savings for every expenses? And are you struggling to build a safety net for unforeseen circumstances? So if you are in the negative every month and you hadn't dipped in your savings, if you are not, and if you're watching your savings slowly increase, there's, again, either you're not making enough money or your budget is not correct. So you have to go back and look at your budget and see where you're overspending money. Because at the end of the day, if you have everything in autopilot, you should not be worrying about money because your investment will be going up every month. Your saving accounts be going up every month. And then you have this extra pile of money for fun. That's the thing you have to understand is a budget is very simple. You people who overcomplicate it just makes their life harder. If, as long as you follow the correct rules, I tell everyone do 50, 30, 20 rules, you'll be fine.
Percent of his money, which is $2,250, will go into his needs. 30%, which is $1,350, will go into his wants. And 20%, which is $900, will go into his savings or paying off debt. Just like John, you too will need to divide your income into those categories. Simple, right? But let's look at it a little closer.
Now, if you want to get out completely out of debt and then struggle doing that, yes, that's going to cost you more financial strength, but you have a goal for the budget, and yes, you put yourself in that situation. So understand your budget needs an overhaul if you are asking yourself and not able to bring your savings up every month, or it's just dwindling. Now, number 3, you struggling to make ends meet. So that means you're putting your financial well-being relying on credit cards to cover essential expenses, or finding yourself constantly saying no to social activity or opportunity due to financial constraint, and are you facing difficulty paying your bills on time? If you're having issues doing all that stuff, that means you're not budgeting correctly. It's either that or you're not making enough money. There's only a few reasons why you are not able to survive. Now, at the end of the day, I watch people blow their budget all the time by spending on dumb stuff. If you're not spending anything on unessential stuff and you're not making ends meet, that means your bills are too high or you're spending too much money without you noticing. Because those apps, those microtransactions, cost you a lot of money after a while. This is why I don't download games on my phone that I can spend money on. Because yes, I might play like PUBG, which buying skins and all that stuff does not help you play better. Yes, I play RuneScape, but they have the ability to buy membership with the internal game. So I don't spend money on these little things. And this is what people need to understand. If you're spending money on unnecessary things and causing you to go into bad situation, guess what? You need to figure out where you are spending the money. Because if you're struggling to make ends meet, that means you need to reevaluate your budget. Number 4, your spending is out of control. Do you find yourself making impulse purchasing all the time? Because of Amazon, Walmart online, or even you see deals on Temu all the time? Yes, that can get you impulse purchasing. Are you constantly signing up for subscription you never use? I know a lot of those people. Are you spending more than what you regularly earn? See, you asking all those things. You have a bad spending habit. Get that under control, because you might be having a budget. But if you have a bad spending habit, you are the issue and you need to fix that first. You might have to seek help in this situation, because at the end of the day, a budget should be put on autopilot. You shouldn't have to worry about. Don't buy those subscriptions that you don't use. Don't sign up for the gym at the end of the year because you think you're going to work out. Work out at home. Try that first. And stop with the impulse buying. The issue is you need to understand Amazon, Walmart, every single company spends billions of dollars on trying to get you to spend money. Now, if they're trying to get you to spend money, they're going to put the advertisement. They're going to put target advertisement on you. And this is where you need to understand. It might not be your fault. You might be spending too much time on your phone and you've fallen for this. This is why people are spending so much on TikTok now and all these apps. This is why I don't download it, because you scroll through it, there's always advertisement. There's always an influencer trying to push a product on you. This is why I don't push products. I don't think it's right. I think I'm here to help you with your finances, your businesses, and some dividend stocks. This is where you need to understand. If you go with the wrong influencer, you go watch the wrong thing, you are going to end up spending money. And yes, I do have products, but I don't like pushing it because I don't want to spend your money on useless stuff that you don't need. If you have extra money, yes, go buy my merch. But if you don't have extra money, do not buy my merch. I don't need the money, but I need you to get out of debt. I need you to get in a better situation just because. You shouldn't be stressing about money. And lastly, number 5, you're ignoring your financial goals. Have you abandoned your financial goals? Are you feeling like you achieve your financial dream is impossible? Are you neglecting to track your spending or income? Yes, I know a lot of those questions are hard, but I ask these questions to people all the time about their budget. I ask people directly when they come to me for consultant for businesses because a lot of people have bad spending habit and cause their business to go belly up. And I'm just here to help you figure out why you are losing money. Now, yes, if you're ignoring your financial goals to grow a business, to grow XYZ, you are going to be in a financial ruin. And this is the issue you are having. So those are the 5 signs you budget needs to be overhauled. Now, you can like, subscribe to my video, comment down below. That's all I got for you. And thanks for watching.